Here is the third part of the how to buy your first rental property, step by step. Making an offer for a rental property is a formal way of expressing your interest in purchasing the property from the seller. Here are some important steps to keep in mind when making an offer for a rental property. Work with your real estate agent. Your real estate agent can help you draft a formal offer that includes all the necessary details and contingencies. They can also help you negotiate with the seller if needed. Consider the asking price. Before making an offer, consider the asking price and compare it to other properties in the area. This can help you determine if the asking price is fair and reasonable. Include contingencies. Your offer should include contingencies that protect you in case of unexpected issues or problems with the property. Common contingencies include inspections, financing, and appraisal. Consider repairs and renovations. If the property needs repairs or renovations, you may want to include this in your offer. For example, you could offer a lower price in exchange for the cost of repairs. Set a closing date. Your offer should include a proposed closing date. This is the date when you will take ownership of the property and when the seller will receive the proceeds from the sale. Make a deposit. When making an offer, you may be required to make a deposit to show your commitment to purchasing the property. This deposit is typically held in escrow until the sale is finalized. Negotiate with the seller. Once you have submitted your offer, the seller may accept, reject, or counter your offer. If the seller counters, you can negotiate until you reach an agreement that is satisfactory for both parties. Remember, making an offer is just one step in the process of purchasing a rental property. Be prepared to work with your real estate agent, negotiate with the seller, and complete the necessary due diligence before finalizing the sale. Getting a property inspection is an important step when purchasing a rental property. A property inspection is a detailed examination of the property's condition, and it can help identify any potential problems or repairs that may be needed. Here are some important things to keep in mind when getting a property inspection for a rental property. Hire a professional inspector. It is important to hire a qualified and licensed home inspector to conduct the inspection. Look for an inspector with a good reputation and experience in inspecting rental properties. Schedule the inspection. Schedule the inspection as soon as possible after your offer has been accepted. This will give you enough time to identify any potential issues and negotiate with the seller if needed. Attend the inspection. It is recommended that you attend the inspection in person so that you can see any potential problems firsthand and ask the inspector questions. Review the inspection report. After the inspection, the inspector will provide you with a detailed report of their findings. Review the report carefully and ask the inspector to clarify any areas of concern. Address any issues. If the inspection report identifies any issues or repairs that need to be made, you can negotiate with the seller to address them. You may be able to negotiate a lower purchase price or ask the seller to make repairs before the sale is finalized. Use the inspection report for maintenance. Once you have purchased the rental property, use the inspection report as a reference for ongoing maintenance and repairs. This can help you identify potential issues before they become more serious and costly to fix. In summary, getting a property inspection is an important step in purchasing a rental property. By hiring a professional inspector, attending the inspection, reviewing the report, and addressing any issues, you can ensure that you are making a sound investment and protecting your rental property investment. Securing financing for a rental property can be a crucial step in purchasing the property. Here are some important steps to keep in mind when securing financing for a rental property. Determine your budget. Before you begin looking for financing options, determine how much you can afford to spend on the rental property. This will help you narrow down your options and ensure that you are not overextending yourself financially. Check your credit score. Your credit score will play a significant role in securing financing for the rental property. Check your credit score and take steps to improve it if necessary, such as paying down debt or disputing errors. Explore financing options. There are several financing options available for rental properties, including conventional mortgages, FHA loans, and commercial loans. Research the options and choose the one that best fits your needs and budget. Gather necessary documents. When applying for financing, you will need to provide a variety of documents, such as tax returns, bank statements, and proof of income. Gather these documents ahead of time to ensure a smooth application process. Work with a lender. Once you have chosen a financing option, work with a lender to complete the application process. The lender will evaluate your application and determine if you qualify for the loan. Get pre-approved. If you are approved for financing, you can get pre-approved for the loan. This can make you a more attractive buyer and help you secure the property. Close the loan. Once you have been approved and the seller has accepted your offer, you can close the loan. This involves signing the necessary documents and paying any closing costs. In summary, securing financing for a rental property involves determining your budget, checking your credit score, exploring financing options, gathering necessary documents, working with a lender, getting pre-approved, and closing the loan. By following these steps, you can secure financing for your rental property investment and ensure that you are making a sound financial decision. Closing the deal for a rental property involves finalizing the sale and officially taking ownership of the property. Here are some important steps to keep in mind when closing the deal for a rental property. Conduct a final walkthrough. Before closing, conduct a final walkthrough of the property to ensure that it is in the same condition as when you made your offer. Review closing documents. Review all of the closing documents carefully to ensure that they are accurate and that you understand the terms of the sale. Make payment. Pay any remaining closing costs and the down payment on the property. Sign documents. Sign all of the necessary documents, including the mortgage and any other legal paperwork. Obtain insurance. Obtain insurance coverage for the rental property before closing. Get the keys. After closing, you will receive the keys to the rental property and can officially take ownership of the property. Begin managing the rental property. Once you have closed the deal, you can begin managing the rental property. This includes finding tenants, setting rent rates, and managing the property's maintenance and repairs. In summary, closing the deal for a rental property involves conducting a final walkthrough, reviewing closing documents, making payment, signing documents, obtaining insurance, getting the keys, and beginning to manage the property. By following these steps, you can ensure a smooth closing process and successfully take ownership of your rental property investment. Finding tenants for rental properties is an important part of managing a rental property. Here are some steps to follow when looking for tenants. Advertise the rental property. Advertise the property on online rental listing sites, local classifieds, and social media platforms. Provide photos of the property, information on the rental price, and any additional details that potential tenants may find useful. Screen potential tenants. Screen potential tenants by reviewing their rental applications, conducting background checks, and contacting their references. This can help ensure that you are choosing reliable and responsible tenants. Show the property. Schedule showings of the rental property with potential tenants who have passed the screening process. Provide them with a tour of the property, answer any questions they may have, and provide them with a rental application if they are interested. Set rental terms. Once you have found a suitable tenant, set the rental terms, including the rental price, lease duration, and any other important details. Provide the tenant with a copy of the lease agreement and review it with them. Collect a security deposit and first month's rent. Collect a security deposit and the first month's rent from the tenant before they move in. Make sure you provide the tenant with a receipt for the payment. Conduct move-in inspection. Conduct a move-in inspection with the tenant to document the condition of the property and any existing damages. Maintain communication with tenants. Maintain open communication with tenants throughout their lease term. Respond promptly to their concerns and keep them updated on any important property-related matters. In summary, finding tenants for rental properties involves advertising the property, screening potential tenants, showing the property, setting rental terms, collecting payment, conducting a move-in inspection, and maintaining communication with tenants. By following these steps, you can successfully find reliable and responsible tenants for your rental property investment.